Good morning, friends. I'm Kaushik Sinha. I'm from Magma FinCorp and Magma Foundation. We are meeting today to discuss about Magma M Scholarship, which is a very successful scholarship scheme for poor meritorious students, and we've been offering this scholarship currently to about 300 students across the country, out of which around 25% students are from AP and Telangana. Like last year, this year also we are announcing this in Hyderabad today for the students of AP and Telangana and rest of South India. Like last year again, we are announcing 100 scholarships, so we will be adding 100 more students this year into our M scholarship. In the current scheme, out of the 300 students who are getting M scholarships from us, a significant 29% are currently pursuing engineering and medical, and a large number of these students are from South India, and that gives us a lot of happiness that we are able to help people fulfill their dreams. This year we are again starting the campaign today with announcement through you all. Media plays a very important role in reaching out to the students when they require our help. Essentially, the scholarship is open to students from the poor families but meritorious students. So typically a student needs to score at least 80% in their board exam for class 2, and need to come from economically weaker families, as in the monthly household income should be less than 10,000 rupees, and in terms of age it should be maximum of 20 years of age. So if the students qualify all these three norms, then they can apply to us. I have shared with the details of application, and basis the applications, then we select and then finally inform you all again as to who all have been selected. Last year, the largest number of students for M Scholar was selected from South India, and AP, Telangana and Tamil Nadu had the highest share. Out of 100 students that we chose last year, 32 students were from South. For the first time, South had the highest number, beating East. All these years, East had the largest share. Last year, we had the largest number of students from AP, Telangana and Tamil Nadu. Today, I also have a few of our M scholars. In fact, there are a few of them who are present here who got scholarships last year, so they will also like to share their experience to you. My earnest request would be that you write about it, you inform the students so that they can get in touch with us, and in turn we can help them in terms of their scholarships. This scholarship that we are announcing, the students will be eligible to get the scholarships throughout their undergraduate education. So if a student is going for general stream, then he or she should get it for 3 years. Engineering students will get the scholarship for 4 years, and medical students will get the scholarship for 5 years. The scholarship will obviously be renewable every year. While we say 5 years, we also say that look, you have to continue your studies, so you have to renew it every year by producing valid documents of your education and your class attendance sheet. And I am also happy to tell you that in the first batch, which was 2015, some of our students have passed out last year. And in the press release, I have mentioned about few students who have passed out. Not just passed out, they have also got good opportunities to work with organizations such as Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO. We have mentioned about students who have got jobs in Qualcomm, which is an IT company, Samsung, Amdots, and so on. There are few students who have got government jobs. Overall, I think we have been able to provide the necessary support to these kids who are exceptionally brilliant and talented in terms of reaching out. In India, one of the biggest problem is that while about 97% of the young kids, newborn kids, are finally able to get into the mainstream education, but only 29 to 30% qualify and go beyond class 12. So the dropout between preparatory 1 to class 12 is exceptionally high. Our scheme is primarily meant for those students who have crossed class 12 and have a desire, has a dream to pursue higher education. And we are happy to note that some of them are doing really well. As I mentioned, out of the 300 who are currently there, 100 will get added this year. while some students will pass out and move out. So a large chunk of them are currently pursuing their bachelors in engineering as well as in medicine. So we are also happy to note that some of our students would be nation builders, and they would also be able to provide medical care to the people who need it the most. So I'll briefly play a video of one student who we had taken 2 years back. This kid is from Bihar, and as I mentioned, some of our kids who are from this part of the country will be meeting up with you all today. This kid is exceptionally brilliant. He comes from a state called Bihar, and he comes from a very small place called Nalanda. He comes from a poor family. He himself used to sell eggs while he was continuing with his studies. He is exceptionally brilliant. He qualified in BTech and he is currently pursuing his BTech degree from IIT Mumbai. So just hear his story, and there are many such stories but let's hear his story. As I mentioned, Magna Scholar is meant for students who have passed out class 12. This is a scholarship scheme for students who are meritorious but come from very poor family background in terms of weaker section of the family and do not have the wherewithal resources to continue their studies. Some of the students' photographs you can see, they all are M scholars who are currently on board. Some of them you will meet today also. This particular scheme was meant to need a little bit of support so that they can achieve their goals. If you see the literacy rate in India, the literacy rate average is around 68%. Male have slightly higher than female. The scholarship scheme was launched in 2015. This is our 5th year, and the minimum criteria is 80% in plus 2 board exam, minimum monthly household income of maximum of 10,000 rupees or below, and age should be maximum 20 years. So far in the various years, the 4 years that I mentioned, South, if you can see, get a lot of students. In fact, last year South had the highest number of students. South, for the first time, total number of students qualified has crossed all other regions. Last year we had, and we are happy to provide help. I have personally met up with many students from. If you see the number of students going for various courses, South, again, as I was mentioning, gets the highest number of students who are pursuing in engineering or medical. Right? If you see MBBS, BTech, BE, South last year, from the list of 42 students, 36 of them are pursuing engineering and medical from South. On the other states, if you see the other states, the numbers are more tuned towards general stream. I am talking about some students whom we had selected in the past. There are few students. Suman is from Tamil Nadu. He is currently in IIT Madras. Then Jivan is again from Tamil Nadu. Yamuna is from Andhra AP, and Sai is also from Andhra AP. There are some students, if you see their background, you can see Sai Pavani, she is handicapped, specially abled, I don't call it handicapped. Her father works as a junior level employee in a private company, yet she went on to score 82% in board exams in class 2, and we were very, very happy to make an exception. Last year's our cutoff was more than 90%, but because of studying commerce and from Bhavan's Vivekanand College of Science and Humanities. Again, if I talk about Jivan, Jivan's father works as a daily wage laborer, 100-day or Tamil Nadu. Jivan got 97%. One of our students who's here today called Nagaraju, last year he appeared for the board exam and he scored 979 out of 1000. I always wonder how do these kids score. Suman also has done really well, 98%. See some of the students, they come from extremely poor background. Father is a farmer, mother works as a daily laborer, okay? And then they score 98%, 97%. We feel very, very happy to be able to help these students pursue their higher studies and settle in life. The press release I have mentioned about few students who come from very, very poor family backgrounds and done exceptionally well. So they need encouragement, they need support so that they can reach their full potential. There are some other students also I have mentioned here. Raja Lakshmi is from South. Father works as a small company and wants to become a chartered accountant and starts. He used to sell eggs in a village market. While selling eggs, this is his shop in Nalanda. While selling eggs, he used to study. He qualified for IIT Bombay. He's currently doing his BTech from IIT Bombay. Exceptionally brilliant student. Another student, Arpet actually. Most of the Magma M Scholar communication. Nagaraj, you come here. Most of our communication has this boy. This masters in Sanskrit from University in Calcutta. Exceptionally good guy. This is Arvaz I was mentioning.